Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Soulfully Unique, where we help you connect and uplift your mind, body, and spirit holistically and organically. I am SamanthaLynn. So today you guys, I want to just have a very authentic conversation almost. I want to share with you guys my journey. So back in August of 2020, I was diagnosed with fibroids and I had a hemorrhage cyst. So I started having pain in the summer of 2020. And at first I thought initially that this pain was due to just maybe the stress of the pandemic, because I wasn't able to see my family as much as I wanted to, and wasn't able to get around. Everything that was so normal and familiar to us was kind of stripped. And I think just like everybody, I just was feeling the weight of the pandemic. And so I thought that I was having pain in my stomach because of just overall stress. But I began to notice that this pain was super intense down, not just by my stomach, but down like my pelvic area. And then I would have hot searing pain on my left side, and it would be just real hot and like just searing. It just was hot over there, and it just was a constant pain on that left side. So this happened July. I kind of tried to wing through it because I have a pretty high tolerance when it comes to pain, to a certain extent. But in August, it intensified to the point where I couldn't move. I could not move. And I knew something was wrong. I knew it was not stress. So I ended up going to the hospital because this pain was just so intense. And when I went to the hospital, first let me tell you that I completely understand the racial disparities in hospitals, because when I first went to the hospital, the doctor scared the living crap out of me, because without even doing so many of the necessary tests to really kind of find out what type of fibroids, anything I had, he went to, you have fibroids, you have a hemorrhage cyst, you need to look at alternatives for having a child, because my fiance was with me there at the hospital. You guys need to look at alternatives. And I'm gonna look up some information to see if, who can do your surgery to remove those fibroids, and the fibroids is going to make your uterus weak to carry a child. I mean, he just was throwing so much stuff at me to the point where it was just first it scared me so bad. It scared me so bad. And I mean, I believe it scared my fiance too, because we were looking at each other like, what? Because going into the hospital, to be honest, even though I was having pain in my pelvic floor area, I did not think for 1 second I had fibroids. I did not think that at all, and was real shocked that I had fibroids, because number one, I live a plant-based diet, and I just did not think that I would get fibroids. And the reason why I say that, because I fought hard not to get fibroids. I had known so many people that had gotten fibroids, associates, colleagues, friends, my mom, and I tried to make sure I ate really healthy, that I didn't get fibroids. And so I was really devastated, just to be honest. I was just devastated. And to hear that news just really affected me emotionally. And so when the doctor was sharing that information with us and scaring us so bad, we were like, whoa. And we contacted my mom. My mom has been in the medical industry for over 20 years. And she was like, no, you need to go to a specialist. Going to the hospital, he cannot tell you that you're going to have infertility issues. They cannot say that you will need surgery, because how do they know what the size of the fibroids are? No, only thing he kind of need to do is really just refer you to a specialist, a women's specialist who specializes in women's reproductive health care, which is basically a OB-GYN. So I told him the information my mom told me, and he kind of switched his tune. He kind of switched his tune and was like, well, okay, yeah, I need to just send you to a specialist. So I just felt that like disparity, because it was like immediately he went into like, let's see who can give you some surgery and remove those. And it was like, wait a minute, aren't we going to check out some things to make sure? So thank God for my mom, who really knows her stuff when it comes to the medical industry. So thank God for her. So I went to a specialist about 2 days later, exactly 2 days later from leaving the hospital. And the only thing they gave me at the hospital, you guys, were pain medication. And they gave me pain medication. That's it. That's really just it. Just pain medication. That's it. And a stool softener, because they said the pain medication would make me constipated. And that's it. And I'm a holistic girl, so I really wasn't even trying to take pain medication. But I have to say this. I was in a lot of pain. A lot of pain, to the point I really was like exhausted. So I went to the specialist 2 days later, and she told me, they ran some more tests, ran some blood work, and she told me that, yes, I did have multiple fibroids. But the thing about my fibroids were that I did not need to have surgery because they were very small. The biggest one was only 2 inches at that moment. And she did say, though, that I did have a hemorrhage cyst on my left ovary. And she said what that means is that the cyst bled into itself. And that is what was causing the hot searing pain on my left side. And she said that those just heal on their own. And you just have to give it time to heal on its own. And she said the fibroids could be causing some pain along with that hemorrhage cyst, and that I also had myofascial pain, and I needed to get pelvic floor therapy. And so she did also share with me, do you guys want to have a family? And I told her, yes, of course, we want to have a family. She said, okay, you do. Let's get started on that journey. Let's get started on that journey, because we're going to have to monitor now those fibroids, making sure they don't grow. But let's get started on those not those fibroids, on that family. Excuse me. Let's get started on that family. So I had to kind of take that all in, because I was hurt. My feelings was hurt, because I just was like, how in the world did I get fibroids? Because exactly 3 years ago, I got everything checked out, because I'm in my late 30s, and I wanted to make sure that I was good to go to have a child. I had met my fiance, and I just kind of knew from the moment we met that we would be together, and I knew that he would be the father of my children. And so I got everything checked out. I got my uterus checked out. I got my ovaries checked out. I checked, and I made wanted them to check and make sure I didn't have fibroids or any issues, and I did not. And so here we are 3 years later, and I have fibroids. And I don't know exactly what changed between then and now. I don't know if it's environment, because I did move from one state to another. I don't know if it could be environment. I don't know if it could have been like my eating habits, because I will be honest and say this, that I did gain some happy weight, right? I did. You know, happy weight is that, you know, when you're all in love and you know, your relationship is blossoming and you're in that honeymoon phase, you're going out to eat a lot and you gain weight. I did go through that phase and gained about 15 pounds of happy weight. And even though we are plant-based eaters, we did become like junk food vegans. And I almost like to say like we became vegans except for versus plant-based eaters, or living a plant-based lifestyle. I feel that's a big difference, but that's a whole nother topic. But that's a big difference. So we became kind of junk food vegans. I will be the first to seriously admit that I definitely wasn't eating as much plant-based as I was before, because I was really eating like plant-based and kind of almost like 30 to 40% raw plant-based, really healthy, really healthy. And I went to kind of being a junk food vegan, so I know that kind of caused me to gain some weight as well. I don't know if that's a contributing factor. I know stress can be a contributing factor. I know these past couple of years of teaching has been really overwhelming. This last year was really overwhelming when we shut down due to COVID, and this year has been really overwhelming as a teacher. I teach kindergarten. Has been really overwhelming due to the pandemic, because I've been teaching both face-to-face and virtually. So I don't know if all of these could have been a factor in getting fibroids, but I do know that fibroids affects African American women more than any other race. And I still have so many questions as to why are we as African American women getting fibroids? What is this cause? Because I have associates that are plant-based eaters too and eat super healthy, work out, take care of themselves, and are still getting fibroids. I don't get perms. You know, I heard that they have been linked to perms. I've only gotten a perm my early 20s, which was years ago. Only a couple. I'm not a big person I'm not a fan of perms, basically. I'm not a fan of it. So I got it before to try to get other styles, and it just was not for me. I couldn't stand it. So I don't know, but I'm doing my research as well, because I feel like it's so important for us to understand why this is attacking something as vital, important as our uterus, our womb. Why are fibroids attacking African American women, our womb, our reproductive system? So I'm trying to look into the why. I know that's very broad, and I know that's massive, you know, trying to find the why, but I want to read more information. But I want to take you guys on my journey, because my goal is to either do one or two things with these fibroids. It's either to shrink them or to have them dissolve through diet, exercise, and holistic health, meaning using holistic herbs and supplements and minerals. So that is my goal. So this has caused me to really buckle down, get my health together in top priority. I have consulted a health and holistic wellness coach, which her name is Rachel Newsom. She's the owner of Crown On Wellness. She's a wealth of information, and so she has this women wellness detox program, and it's this 21-day detox program with holistic herbs that clean out your your colon system first, because things have to pass through, so you want a clean colon for things to be able to pass through. And then she has the herbs to clean out your whole womb system. So I'm going to be starting her women's wellness 21-day detox to help clean out my whole system and get my womb into tip-top shape. And one thing that I believe in, the power of herbs. I have healed myself with herbs with my thyroid. I used to have serious thyroid issues, and I used like ashwagandha, I used kelp, sea moss to heal my thyroid, to the point where I went back to the doctor and they did not see an issue with my thyroid. And ever since I've used herbs, I have not had an issue with my thyroid. I have not had an issue. So I expect the same results with these fibroids. I am going to be into heavy meditation and prayer and womb healing. So I'm also going to read Mama Ofoya's book, Sacred Wellness. I believe I'm almost saying it wrong, but let me get it. But I'm going to be reading and going through the book Mama Full Sacred Wellness, and I'm going to be doing some intensive womb care. I said Mama Full, forgive me, it is not Mama Full, forgive me please, it is not Mama Full, but it is Queen Afua. Forgive me, Queen Afua, for mispronouncing that. Please forgive me. But I am going to be using also some of her products. I love her Sacred Woman. That's what the book is called, Sacred Woman. So I'm going to be using her book for womb healing as well. So I'm going to use Crowns on Wellness, Women's Wellness Detox, and I'm going to go through the book Sacred Woman by Queen Afua for wellness, health, and wellness healing. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be sharing my journey with you guys. And in the comments below, you guys also share with me if you have fibroids. You know, what are you doing to take care of yourself with your fibroids? What are you doing to, you know, for pain? I know one thing that kind of has really helped me with pain is my Yoni Steam kit. My Yoni Steam kit has worked wonders. So I have to be honest, I'm not having as much pain since I use my Yoni Steam kit. And I also have this special tea that I mix that I'll share with you guys in another video that has helped me to not have fibroid pain. This tea is so good. I drink it like every day and I'm not having pain from my fibroids. So I want to share this journey with you. I am actually looking forward to this healing process, to healing my womb from the inside out, and also putting my health first. I haven't put my health first, and to be honest, in about the last couple of 3 years, I have not put my health first as a top priority. So I'm looking forward to getting healthier, to dropping some pounds, to getting back to a healthier state. And not just physically too, but mentally and spiritually. I feel like we've all have been through so much since 2021, since this pandemic has hit, that we all just need like a reset. Oh my gosh, we seriously need a reset. We do. So I'm looking forward to this. So I'm going to share with you in the description below the program that I'm doing from Crown on Wellness, the women's wellness kit that I'm getting from Crowns on Wellness, and I will share with you the link to the book that I am doing, The Sacred Woman by Queen Afua, and I'm going to be going through each stage in that book. So there's different stages. I've actually read this book before and I didn't complete it all the way, but this time I'm going to complete this book all the way for womb healing. So there's different things that you do in this book to help heal your womb. One of them is eating healthy, but it's also very spiritual. So I'm going to be going through this whole book and going through each of those sacred gateways, and definitely going into heavy meditation and prayer on my fibroid journey and getting my body together physically, spiritually, and mentally, because number one, it's important. It's important to love and honor myself enough to put my health first. And then number two is I do want to birth a child, but I want to be clear on my intention is to birth a child in a healthy womb. That's really important to me. It's important for me to birth a child or children, because I dream of twins often, in a healthy womb. And so that is my intention. That is my desire. So I'm going to be sharing so many things with you guys throughout this month. I'll be sharing what I'm doing for fitness, my workout routine that I am doing. I'll be sharing with you some of my spiritual practices, my meditation, and of course I'm doing yoga. I'm doing yoga for womb healing, and that is my own practice that I have come up with for womb healing, my own yoga practice that I am doing. So I'll be sharing all of these things with you guys this month. Don't forget, in the description below, if you guys have ever had fibroids, feel free to share your story with me. What do you do for pain? And not only that, just your journey. If you have dissolved fibroids or passed them through, please let me know that experience. I want to listen and I want to hear about those experiences, because that is my intention, to pass those fibroids through and to get them out of my body. Because what fibroids is benign tumors, right? And I don't know if you guys have ever seen fibroids, but if you even Google them and see them, oh my gosh, to know that they're in my body, I can't stand that. But what I do believe and what I do know is that they can pass through and dissolve, or even shrink. My doctor even told me that they can even shrink all the way down and dissolve. So they're benign tumors that can come in your uterus, around your uterus. They can come around, your ovaries, and they can affect your reproductive health. But I'm going to get rid of those things. I'm going to dissolve them, shrink them all the way down, or pass them through. But first, I'm going to get healthy spiritually here. Not to say that I'm not already healthy, but when your body is affected with something that is not natural, not right, not okay, it affects you, your mental. It affects you spiritually. So I need to get more grounded. I need to get more intentional in my desires, in my manifestation. And I need to get more disciplined in my health and working out. And then I need to get more of an understanding and listening to my body and what it's telling me. Because I knew something was wrong for a while, but I ignored it. So I need to become reacquainted and better attuned with my body. So I am walking into this journey with positivity. And trust me, I've already cried my tears. I've cried my tears about my fibroids. I cried my tears about not, getting pregnant this past, I want to say this past fall, when we found out about the fibroids. I've cried my tears, and I know that my priority now is to get my womb healthy. I know that's my priority. So I cried my liquid prayers, my tears, and now it's time to move forward and progress and get to the healing stage. And I want to share this journey with you guys. So you guys will see more videos for sure. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching this. Please don't forget to share your stories with me. You know, women, we got to stick together. We have to share these stories because we don't know if we're helping someone. Your stories probably will help me in my manifestation that my fibroids are going to pass. They're going to shrink. They're going to dissolve. So please share your stories with me as I will share my journey and my stories with you. Guys, have a blessed day. As always, be you. Be unique. Be extra special. Creative. Be soulfully unique. Because there's only one you. And that you houses your own unique soul. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time.